Hey everyone, Catch 'em all collectibles here. Never thought I'd have to make this video, cliche YouTuber apology video, but time to face the music. You may have heard, and I have to just come clean, face it head on. The allegations are true. I apologize in advance. I've let down my viewers, my subscribers, everyone who's followed me along this journey, my family even, family and friends, but yeah, the rumors are true, so no sense hiding it anymore. Let me dive right in. I'm auctioning cards. I'm sorry to have let you all down. I'm sorry for the somber nature of this video if I'm not going to be my old jovial old self. But yeah, let's take a look at the damages. 233 scheduled listings to go out about a minute apart. They are taking place as I speak. As I speak, this is unfolding in front of me. Yeah, so 227 scheduled. We have 87 already active. Over 300 auctions. The buy it now guy, the never auction guy. Auctions are paper hands, willing to take literally any amount of money. Not only 99 cents, free shipping on all of them. So not only am I willing to take almost no money for these, I will take any amount of money for these. That is how desperately I need these gone. Little bit of a interesting intro there to the video. But yeah, I wanted to talk about why I'm auctioning cards this week. Am I completely broke? Am I completely changing my ways away from buy it now, going towards auctions only? I've periodically done some auctions, and people have called me out, tagged me here and there, and asked me, hey, why do you have 10 auctions ending this Sunday? Why do you have... I've done them periodically for consigners. So, yeah, auctions are a thing that periodically... I mean, I do buy it now consignments. If and when people need things gone and they want to, I will auction the consignments after some period of time. And it's finally, like, push has come to shove. I have about 300 to 400 cards that I just wanted gone. I'm going to do a video. I believe next week I will do a video on scaling and diversifying my income streams. The more stuff that piles up in my way, the less I'm able to be efficient in my day-to-day working. I mean, if I'm literally just tripping over boxes of inventory, and one thing that inherently buy it nows do is that the better priced ones sell sooner. In 2020, if you had stuff listed relatively reasonably priced on January 1st of 2020, it was sold. All of your buy it nows were sold by December 31st, 2020. If the market's going up across the board, 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, it's all going to sell out and it's all going to take care of itself. Buy it nows work well in a flat or rising market. Last couple of years, we've had a flat, I mean, some things have gone up. Japanese, certain cars have done crazy things, but if it's flat to down, certain things slightly up, the things that go up, the better things, the more liquid things will sell, and then you'll just slowly accumulate. You'll accumulate things that, I mean, disproportionately, the better things will sell, the things that go up will sell. You'll accumulate things that go down. You'll accumulate niche liquid things. What this wave of auctions is I mean, I actually didn't keep track of it. Let me see if I can go to my ended listings while I'm talking here and see if it shows the date that they were originally listed. No, it just shows the end date. So, unfortunately, I didn't preserve how old these listings were, but some of these listings were up to 2 years old. A few months back, actually, February, March timeframe, I think I mentioned in a video that I was refreshing a lot of my old listings. Well, I might have had 1,000 listings, refreshed them all. I slashed some of the prices by 50%. I slashed some of the prices 20, 30, 50, 70% sometimes. And a lot of them went on to sell, but a lot of them went on to not sell, and that's what these 300 listings are. So, yeah, I'm not wholesale chucking everything I have, but moving ahead, I've talked about how I want more liquid things. I want things that sell quicker. I want my inventory turnover to go from less than 1 to 2, 3, 4, maybe. Who knows where we'll end up by the end of the year, but more like 24, 25, and beyond. So, yeah, that's what led to me. Let me go back to the 2 screen here. You can see I'm chucking that 25K collection that I bought at the new year. I had an arrangement that I mentioned in that video with the guy. If I get to a certain amount of profit within a year, I'll pay him a little bit extra. I'll pay him a little bit extra on top. I'm chucking every last card from that, all the non-Pokemon, things that aren't in my wheelhouse, all the Dragon Ball score. I'm doing a little bit of MetaZoo to see how it goes. I have not done a MetaZoo video in a while. Certain aspects of how I'm doing business in MetaZoo is slightly changing. I'm still a partner. I'm still maxing out on all the main sets. But yeah, I'll save that for Saturday's video coming up. Probably this Saturday, I'll try to do that one. Talking about my change in strategy with MetaZoo. But yeah, those are the ended listings. But I'm just chucking a lot of the onesie twosie stuff. Moving ahead, and actually let me go. I can go. I can sort my inventory by PSA, CGC, Pokemon. I mean, I've made the joke. I want the highest pop stuff. I want the most liquid stuff. Give me 10,000 pop. I want to grade 1,000 of everything that's 10,000 pop, because I just want high turnover, high margin, high turnover, high liquidity stuff. And I'm just flushing. I'm doing a complete refresh, flushing a lot of the old stuff. Like all these ones that I have 10, 20, 30 of with multiple sold. You can see these coins aren't doing so hot. Maybe I should have auctioned some of those. But yeah, these Nagaba, I mean, look at these ones that have several quantity with multiple quantities sold. That's more what I'm going for. The coins are really not doing so hot. You can see 0 sold on 4 quantity. But yeah, more and more I want to move. I mean, generally where the liquidity is at the peaks of the hobby. The peaks of the hobby, the two main peaks were WotC, early WotC, base to jungle. That stuff priced well, sells well. And ultra modern. Those are like the two peak liquidity eras. So disproportionately, I want to have deep quantity on all the super liquid stuff from those eras. And yeah, this little inventory flush, I'm not going to auction weekly. I'm not even going to auction monthly or quarterly. If I had to estimate, it's probably going to be like a yearly thing. I used to periodically do them, maybe quarterly, every 6 months, maybe once a year. And for whatever reason, I've not done an auction of my own in a year and a half, going on almost 2 years now. So the time has come. Not only am I auctioning my own stuff, because I had already had to buy it now listings up. So some of the stuff was really dark too. Wrong one. Some of the stuff was really dark. Like there's some black and white era PSA 8 hollows. There's some decent stuff. Sorry, I gotta go to the scheduled listings. There's some very low pop Diamond and Pearl era, just one-off things. I'll never replenish the inventory. I can't source the inventory again either. But yeah, like these PSA 9 black and white era hollows that I had listed for $25 that weren't selling. These PSA 8, I mean, if I can get $5, $8, $10, whatever it is, I just want to get rid of these, get them out of my way. It's less about raising the cash, raising the capital. It's more about getting rid of the inventory and emptying as many of these shoeboxes as I can, to have space for consignment cards, to have space for liquid cards that will actually sell through. So yeah, check out my, I mean, by the time this goes live, all these auctions will be live. So go check out my eBay affiliate link below. Top stuff, PSA, CGC, little bit of MetaZoo, little bit of Dragon Ball Z score, little bit of Naruto. Pretty decent if I had to guess, it's 300 listings. Maybe it's around 10K worth of stuff. I mean, I think the highest individually priced cards that I ended were some mid-era low pop stuff that I had listed for several $100s. They might only sell for a quarter of that. They might only sell for a fraction. But on top of doing all these auctions, so I had all these listed as buy it nows myself. I already did the work of creating the auction. So I sent those to auction, and I will fulfill, and sell those myself. I did, however, additionally have, that's what actually these are. I had 2 or 3 of these beside me on my little bookshelf here of 2 lists, 2 photo and 2 list stuff that had been sitting there for, I mean, I still have one. This is of the stuff that I deemed better. So these ones I will list myself in the coming weeks. But I had 300, I had 77, I had about 150 cards here that had been sat there for so long, maybe 3-4 months since they came back from PSA, CGC, BGS, and I was just not getting to them. I boxed up a Probstein submission. I boxed up a DC Sports. I think I sent 67 to Probstein, 66 to DC Sports, 10 to Rusty, and 10 to James. Two components to that. One component is I want to see what the customer side experience is of some of my competitors, and I think that will be its own standalone video at some point. About knowing what you're up against, knowing your competition. I've talked briefly about knowing that people are out there are paying less money than you and have lower fee structures and this and that, but knowing who your competition is, knowing what you're up against, especially whether you're an investor, flipper, collector, whatever you are, knowing what's out there and knowing what you're up against, what you're facing up against. I guess collector, it's not quite as applicable to. But yeah, that'll be its own video at some point. Next week, it'll likely be scaling and diversifying business incomes. It's easier to scale. It's easier to be more nimble as a business if you don't have such a massive backlog of things in your way. So I'm literally just getting these things out of my way, going against my whole buy it now only mantra. And one thing that I'm going to do moving ahead, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better about not listing PSA 8. One thing I do have that it showed briefly, I do have these outlets. I have outlets for lower quality cards. And what some of those outlets are, shout out to Rusty TCA Gaming, he mentioned having like random slabs. Look at this right here. Look at me following in his footsteps, doing just some random slabs. So for 1867, I'm selling a random Mint 9 PSA BGS CGC graded card. Overall, if you look at some of the random graded card listings on eBay, 10,000 sold. They're like PSA 4 Weedle sometimes. They throw things in the photos where it looks like you might be able to get a $500 card or a $50 card. I don't give any kind of that thing. If you look at my listings, very, very low quality, but 9+. I mean, higher quality than a lot of the mystery slab things out there. And much more reasonable price points on a lot of them. I mean, a lot of these probably, they would sit in my store for $15.99, $16.99, $17.99. I go as high as anything that's sub $23, $24, I throw inside of these listings just to get rid of them. I've sold 330 of this listing. I've sold 170 of this listing, 130 of this listing. So anything moving ahead, if it doesn't fit into one of these like catch-all mystery slab listings, I'm going to be better about immediately sending it out to one of the other consigners, because that's one, I'm not going to turn this video into that video, but one big thing about scaling is knowing what's in your wheelhouse, knowing what you excel at, and knowing where your time is best spent, and then just outsourcing the rest. Some people do that through hiring employees, and yeah, we'll save that for next week though. I'm not going to get too into that. I was trying to keep this one nice, tight, concise, nice YouTube apology video as I started it out there. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you unsubbing? Are you completely done following me because I'm a liar and I auction cards now? But yeah, that's really all I've got for today. I am going to be live a couple times this week, my normal live on Wednesday, and then I will be PokeFlips on Thursday with Alex from Nostalgianomics. We'll be on with Nick and I. So yeah, looking forward to a couple streams this week. I also will be on another stream on Thursday night. I will be on with Pokemon Wonder. So yeah, look forward to, I guess, a few streams this week. But that is all I have for now. As I said, check out the affiliate link below if you want to check out my 300 auctions. I will take any amount of money, let the market decide, and I will catch you all later.